Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of Business Blueprint. I'm your host, Sergio Davids. Today, I'm joined by Kenny Simon, Senior Trading Strategist at CM Trading. How are you doing today, Kenny?
Very well, thank you, Sergio. Good week to you. Good day. How are you
Awesome,
doing?
awesome. Yeah,
Good.
you know what? It is.
Yes,
There's a crazy freak storm in Cape Town. I
it's
can't
the same
explain. It's
here.
just storming,
Oh,
storming. It's supposed to be our
okay.
spring, but yeah. So
Yes, I
hopefully
totally
this
understand.
passes.
Yes,
Uh,
true. It's the same here. We are storming it out as well. It's just started.
oh, okay. Well,
So,
how's
and
that
rainy
for
days as well.
coincidence?
Yes, yes,
Cool.
exactly.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of freak events, tomorrow,
Yes.
November 21st, we have a bumper day in
hmm
earnings where we
Okay.
have the triple threat of Nvidia, Dell,
hmm
and Baidu all reporting on the same day.
Wow, amazing.
So, yeah,
Okay.
quite a few,
Mm.
some trading opportunities there,
I would think
you
so
know.
too. Yes.
So I thought let's go through each one. So Nvidia.
What a great idea.
Now
Yep.
now
hmm
Nvidia is a stock that, look, as a gamer, I played games. I still play games.
Okay.
Way too
Perfect.
many games
Nice.
for
Yes.
if I'm honest. But
Yes. Nice.
and they've been my preferred graphics,
hmm
processor of
hmm
choice. But it wasn't until
Okay.
the last few years where
hmm
Nvidia just exploded, and at one point was $1 trillion company. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at their stock value, right? Year to
Mm.
date, it's up an insane 244%.
Yes. That you absolutely
So
right.
what are
hmm
your thoughts on Nvidia?
Okay, I'm not a gamer like you, but I guess you're the product of the
Yeah,
company,
yeah,
and I think it's got a lot to do with its products and its announcements of its new. I think you probably heard of it, the new launch of the HGX
oh yeah,
H200
yeah,
whatever AI accelerator. So that basically I think amongst investors and traders, they're talking about how this new upgrade of its model is enabling a faster time to penetrate the market and
yeah.
to expand the
Look,
market even more. So
it's going to be
yes, it's
one of the
positive.
first
Mm,
of this type of tech, especially in the
mm,
gaming industry. So,
yeah,
I mean, they're already a market leader in, graphics cards. Now you're
yeah,
going to be a market, well, I wouldn't say leader,
you are
but you're
right.
going to start the market off
Yes,
with something amazing. So,
yes.
funny thing about Nvidia, right? I
Mm-hmm.
actually spoke to one of our clients. He actually
Yes,
started trading in August this year, and I managed
yes.
to speak to him at the Trevor Noah concert in Cape Town.
Oh,
And
wow.
he told me that
Mm,
he was super happy
yes.
because we got him to trade Nvidia.
Wow.
And yeah,
That's
he's
good.
just
It's a good
smiling because
sign.
his portfolio has just been going up and up and up.
Very good. That's well done to
So
him. Yeah, that's perfect.
so what
Good.
advice do you have for traders wanting to get into the Nvidia,
I think
game?
from your voice tonality itself, it's quite positive. I think I'll mirror that as well. And I think the investors are mirroring that tone of positivity, mainly because of one of the Bank of America's analysts have actually reiterated top pick
Yeah,
destination on Nvidia. So that is a big plus to investors. And I think the mood is on the high. The rise of products and newer versions, and I mean they're active. They're active with
yeah,
development after development, as you would know much better than me. And that is basically giving a bit of a positive churn in terms of a mood
yeah.
for buying
Well,
by investors and traders. So I'm positive with it as well, as much
yeah,
as yeah.
here's the thing though, right? It's the same
Mhm.
with Apple
Yes.
and Tesla. These high price stocks, right?
Mm.
Have we missed the boat? Because Nvidia's trading at $492, right? And
Yes.
that's pre earnings release. Right. So
Correct.
I can only
Yes.
imagine, like we're saying now, you got a positive mood. So obviously it might even go, oh, well, it'll definitely go higher. And then when the release comes out to be positive, even
Yeah.
higher than that.
Mm.
So
That's a very good point.
is this the floor? Is this where we should be trading now? In order to get.
Yes. I wouldn't say for certain, but I think we should all be weary of it and to look at maybe a gap up, but not uh, a marathon of a trade, you see. So
Okay.
because there sits, I mean, technically, there sit a very, very strong resistance level at 501. So
Okay.
I would think that, there's still some gap. It's trading at 491.92 at the moment,
Yeah.
dollars. And that is where your gap should actually be, in terms of not being overly excited with the buy, but still having some uh, dollars to earn, depending on your lot sizes, in
Yep.
order to benefit from the possible move to the upside. And once it breaks out 510, let's say, and if it
Yep.
does, or 505 or 510, then I think it gives us more hint that it wants to just rage upwards much more. Then we would then see more news to support that, and if it does support that by then we would probably be more confident as well to ride the rally to the upside. This is what I think.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hmm.
Moving on to another tech company that's also releasing
Okay.
its earnings on the same day. We've got Dell.
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
synonymous with, laptops and computers.
That's
Dell is
right.
just one of those companies that is doing super well over the past year. I mean,
Hmm.
Dell is currently trading at $73, but
Yes.
its year-to-date stock is up
Mm.
almost 80%, which is
That's right.
amazing.
76 plus, almost 77. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I would have
Absolutely.
thought, these tech companies that specifically make laptops and computers
Mm.
would have suffered because of interest rates, but doesn't
Yes.
seem so at all.
No.
So yeah, what are your what are your thoughts on Dell as a stock?
Yeah, Dell is one of those stocks that are really being kept as their favorite boy by the Wall Street boys, you see.
Right,
So
right.
the so the average rating from Wall Street analysts
Yeah.
is to the upside. It's continuous
Okay.
buy. I mean, Dell is up by $1.33 or something like that from
Yeah.
previous close last week. So that basically calls for an approximate 1.83% higher. But if you compare that to the S&P 500, it's
Yeah.
only up by 0.09%, less than 10%. So you got that in less than 1%, 0.1%, and that is basically a good mark if we are looking at Dell as a single company stock to actually look at its higher price up to 1.83%. So that is definitely good because Dell earned $5.91 a share for the past 12 months. So that's it's been a good thing. Yeah.
Can I ask, do you think you should be
Hmm.
trading, especially with Dell, right, which is
Yeah.
attainable for most of us. I mean, it's not in
Yes.
the $500 region. It's
True.
sub $80, right? Do you think you
Yes, you're
should be
right.
trading today, as in the day before, on the day, or after? What's your sort of preference? I mean, especially
That's
now you
yes.
know the
Hmm.
mood, right? You said it's Wall
Yes.
Street's, it's
Mm.
it's it's their favorite, in portfolios, right? Just like
Yes.
Apple.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
what's your preference?
Okay. Now this is why that's a brilliant question because you see sometimes if we were to enter a car and then we've got a black cloth put onto the windscreen, we could not
Right,
see anything, right? And we
right,
wouldn't
right,
be able
right.
to drive the car. So that screen is actually
Yeah,
your charts. So the
right.
charts from the technical
That's
charts
interesting. Yeah.
itself, yeah, from the technical chart itself is your window to the market. And if you're looking at the window to the market on the weekly chart, as I'm seeing now on CM Trading's platform, I notice a huge fall from a single candle from the price of 110 right down to 56, half of that price, 50% fall. And that fall happened, I think it was October 30, 31st of 2021, 2 years ago, right?
Right.
So when we look at that, and now when I look at the price all these little candles representing price is actually moving to the upside, making many little higher highs and higher lows, which basically means that it's trying to crawl up and cover the price or the gap of price of that 100 mark. And now it's only trading at about 73 or $74, right? So what I would say is that there is a potential rise of anywhere between 25 to $30 to the upside if we are looking at this continuous rally to the upside. And this is what's happening if we are looking at the charts on both daily and weekly charts. So I would think that this is where it might want to close the gap and reach to that height of where it has actually dropped 2 years ago in October.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Moving on
Yeah.
to something completely different, but still within tech, Baidu.
Oh, nice.
So
Baidu. Let's
yeah,
do it.
so
Yeah.
so this is it's an interesting stock because it's one of the biggest players, in the
Yes.
AI space. Sure, ChatGPT gets, I would say the lion's share of all coverage when it comes to AI, mainly because,
Yes.
they were first. Well, first to,
Mm.
come out in terms of something that was really, really, popular and trending. But Baidu's
Yeah.
been there, since
Yeah.
2010 they've been working on AI.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you've used uh, Baidu's AI, but for
Not too much.
example, they've
Mm.
launched back in October. They launched their version,
Mm.
an updated version of the AI called Ernie, to compete with ChatGPT. It's a lot
Mm.
more. How can I say? It can make videos for you, for example, where
Mm.
ChatGPT is
Wow.
specifically a text-based.
Text. Yes, you're right.
I
Wow.
mean, I've seen people
Yeah.
do some amazing things with ChatGPT. A friend of mine used ChatGPT to create code,
Mm.
for
Yes.
his website, which it can do.
They could
But
do crazy
Ernie, on the
things.
other
Yeah.
hand, can create the
Mm.
code for you and make possibly a video slash website out of
Wow.
it.
Yeah. Many steps ahead, I would
So
think.
yeah,
Mm.
the
Mm.
only thing that I would caution all AI stocks is the fact that the US,
Mm.
specifically Biden administration, is launching a big sort of regulation campaign
Mm.
against AI, which I think is
Mm.
needed.
Mm.
It's a scary world and the
Mm.
implications of AI. But what are your thoughts on Baidu as a stock?
Oh, it's got some bit of a political entanglement when it comes to
Yeah.
Baidu. Because if we look back last week, as of Wednesday, there was the APEC summit meeting on
Oh, yes,
Wednesday that
yes,
have
yes.
actually happened, right?
Yeah.
In Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, it was in San Francisco.
San Francisco, yeah,
And
with
and that's
Biden
where the
and
big.
Xi Jinping. Yeah.
Oh yes, Xi was there, Biden was there. You're right, and Musk and Tim Cook was there
Yeah,
too.
Tim Cook.
So
Yeah.
they were all had. So Apple was there, Tesla was there, and Biden and Xi, right? So immediately after that summit, on the next day, Baidu fell by 3.2%. You see,
Sure.
and because of the event being in San Francisco, the reason for the fall of Baidu stock by 3.2% on the Thursday morning when price opened up was quite aggressive fall of 3.2%. And that was all reactive to what the analysts from both JP Morgan and also Goldman Sachs have actually sort of predicted or enhanced the prediction by price target cuts. So basically, they have actually reanalyzed the market and given it out in the open on Wednesday evening that their prediction of a $200 price, basically by JP Morgan's analyst, fell down to $185. And then Goldman Sachs analyst predicted the price stock value to fall from $197 to $181. So these two analysts have actually propelled the trigger of the fall of the stock prices by 3.2% on Thursday
Yes.
morning. Yeah. So that's
Um.
basically what happened.
How does one? Is there a difference between trading on Hong Kong Stock Exchange compared to say,
Um,
NASDAQ? Is it more a time related thing? You know,
um, yes and
does it work
no,
the
because
same? Yeah. I'm just
yeah, because
fascinated to know because I mean the
you are
one's
right.
obviously listed on Hong Kong. Yeah.
Yes, it's a very good point because the traders in the Shanghai Stock Exchange, of course, with their hours of difference ahead of us, they've got the edge of getting the news at first hand as well. So all their newspapers or their digital papers coming out in Cantonese or Mandarin would actually reach them many hours ahead, and
Yeah.
that gives them the edge to basically, who's early catches the worm kind of thing. So
Makes
yeah, so
sense. Yeah.
that's basically it. Yeah, I think
So quite an exciting day. Lots of trading
yes,
opportunities. What
that's
advice
right.
do you have for traders for November 21st?
Yes, I think for the three assets, I think we are in a little bit of an uncertain mode for Baidu, but there's still a bit more urge in buying spree for both Nvidia and Dell. So watch out for those resistance area if you're looking into the buy side, and just trade in stages. I would say the same thing, and just watch out for resistance zones and areas or levels as well, just to keep you in focus of where you would like to go, but then exit before where it does actually indicate to you that it might actually reverse or on a reversal zone. That's basically it.
Awesome. And I think on that note, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much, Kenny, for
Perfect.
all your awesome advice and insights.
Thank you, Sergio. Thank you very much for your
Cool. I'll
time
see
too.
you on the next one,
That
man.
was great. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye bye. Take care.